Previously on.
What's wrong with the passport? Nothing. The pooch ain't picking up. We're stuck here. Hey, at least the dumb scuds let us keep our weapons.
Demonstrate their lack of fear. It was a proven battle tactic. Katathian warriors often ride into battle completely naked.
Keep your pants on.
Icky.
No.
Get back! Your scaly mitts won't touch one hair on his head! I said get back!
Please. Now, Peter. While it's distracted, we can reach Nikki. She needs our help. Hurry! Dad! Come on, get up. We don't have much time. We need to get everything ready. Mom will be home soon. Come on, get up.
Nikki, what?
Come on, get up. Great. A gift.
One birthday present. What did you get her? One birthday present.
We got it. On Nowhere. Remember that artist alley we went to and the painting she really liked? Of Krelar?
Oh. Right. Yeah. Oh. Surprise!
Peter?
Surprise!
What are you two? No! No! Don't believe it, Peter. This isn't real. She's being tricked. She never should have been here. She never should have been here. What she saw. I don't know how, but the three of us are connected now. That thing.
By rejecting the promise, you have proven yourselves unworthy. And you must be destroyed.
Whoa. Is this some kind of torture chamber?
They look peaceful.
Death can be very peaceful.
It's like they're getting their lives sucked out. Or their faith.
It's like they ain't worth nothing. That must be the comm relay. Our ticket off this heap. That must be the comm relay.
So, how long's this gonna take?
I'm gonna need your help.
Sure.
All right. Just stand right here.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, that is kind of scary.
I've never heard any ship make that noise. Not even Jatari.
Is that singing?
More like distant chanting.
Singing? Whatever it is, that's a lot of people. Whatever it is, that's a lot of people. We have to go this way. We need to keep pushing forward.
Guys, whatever's up there, I just want you to know that there's nobody I'd rather have by my...
Is now really the best time for a we're about to die speech? Flark. Whatever that is, it's really close. Whatever that is, it's really close.
This is...
Flark.
There must be millions of them.
at least.
Yeah, and
There he is! I'm going after Raker. Don't follow.
What? GAMORA!
Trust me, Peter!
we got another scut ton of goons coming our way.
We can't keep outrunning the whole army. We've got to cut them off or we're gonna die here.
I got an idea. Maybe I can overload these batteries. Make this part of the ship go boom.
How big of a boom are we talking about?
Can't wait to find out. Keep them busy while I rig this place.
must go back.
Are you crazy? I like killing sprees as much as the next guy, but we barely got out of there alive.
What about Gamora?
We barely got out of there alive. She made a choice.
So you're just gonna abandon her? And Nikki? What if it was Groot? You gonna leave him behind too?
Don't talk like that. That's not what this is about.
Isn't it though?
Don't talk.
We're supposed to be a team. Teams don't leave people behind.
Tell that. Feeling more stabby than usual. Hey, better not slice through anything in that cargo bay. We ain't restocking anytime soon. I am Groot. Harsh. Excuse me, I ain't the one advocating to throw ourselves to the Flurkins. Right, Drax?
Yes.
Shoo, move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship.
Shoo, Flark off.
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't. Can't wait for Starpants to see what I do to the weapon system. It's gonna be great, right, Musclehead? Whatever.
Anybody in there? Drax? Are you okay? Open up!
Peter Quill.
Are you gonna join us in the cockpit? Got a lot of dog report items for Cosmo.
Perhaps I will. Write them down.
Drax.
Apologies. I will surrender the lavatory. In a few ticks.
Wait. Was that my toothbrush?
Peter, we need to...
Gamora. Hey.
Is that... KO-REL's Galactic War Commendation?
Yeah. I rescued it from her office. I was planning to give it back to her until...
No one could have predicted that KO-REL was dead. Or that Nikki would be the matriarch.
Or that she might be my kid.
That too.
She's gonna have questions and I don't even know where to begin. How did you and Mom hook up? Why weren't you around? Did you even want me? Ugh, I've become my dad.
Do you want to practice on me, answering her questions?
I already told Nikki some of the story.
But not all of it.
What was I supposed to say? Hey kid, I hooked up with your mom. I might be your dad.
Maybe not that.
I mean, it was war. I was with the Ravagers hitting Shatari supply chains. You know, pirate stuff. None of us had any long-term plans beyond survival. Especially not kids. Hell, I only met KO-REL because I heard Earth was in Shatari's crosshairs.
Mercury, yeah, I remember. Richard Ryder established an outpost on the planet's surface.
An undermanned, undergunned, and horribly outnumbered outpost that didn't stand a snowball's chance in hell when the Chitauri launched a sneak attack. Obviously, I had to do something.
Nikki would understand that, I think.
It was so close, Gamora. By the time I convinced Yondu to help, the outpost had fallen. We thought we were too late, so when KO-REL and her squad came out of those caves, she was just so badass. Her forces had been through the ringer, but she wasn't about to give up Mercury without a fight.
That definitely sounds like the KO-REL I remember.
I tried to convince Yondu to stay and help retake the outpost, but he saw no profit in dying, so I stayed instead. We spent hours strategizing together, often late into the night. It took 3 days to come up with a counterattack, and even then, it was risky. We thought we were gonna die.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. And now I have to figure out how to tell my estranged kid her mother's dead. KO-REL never told me about Nikki. She had a chance to tell me 3 years ago and she didn't.
What happened?
You have to promise not to judge me too harshly.
I can't promise that. I love judging people.
Fine. KO-REL maybe kinda caught me with a kidnapped 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I can see why KO-REL wouldn't have mentioned Nikki.
It's not like that. I didn't kidnap the kid, Yondu did. I told him it was wrong, that we had to give her back, and he disagreed. So I stole the Milano, and I was trying to return her when KO-REL just happened to intercept me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after the Galactic War ended, KO-REL and I went our separate ways. I rejoined the Ravagers, and she joined the Nova Corps. It's not like we had a future together. When she caught me with the kid, when I saw the disappointment in her face, I knew I had to turn over a new leaf. Even if it meant turning in Yondu.
You're the reason Yondu's in the kiln? No wonder there's a bounty on your Earth name. He must have been pissed.
Yep. But I'd do it all over again. What gets me is that KO-REL had plenty of chances to tell me about Nikki, and she didn't. If I had known, maybe...
The important thing is that you know now.
Yeah. Anyway, until we get Nikki back, we've got bigger fish to fry. This stuff can wait.
True. But when you are ready to talk about it, just be honest with her. The rest will fall into place.
Yeah. You're probably right.
Hope somebody makes the right call and gets us out of the way of those church idiots. It ain't cowardice, it's common sense. Wait, are you siding with Green Team on this? Yeah, well, a little bit is all we'd achieve before getting brain scrubbed and tied up to faith reactors.
I really hope this isn't a bomb.
Hey, don't touch that. Turn it the wrong way and it could blow.
Seriously?
You're so gullible, Quill. It ain't gonna blow. I mean, its core is definitely volatile as scut, and could melt a hole through the floor if an idiot decided to take it apart. But it's practically harmless. Just needs some extra repulsion coils to manage the flaw in the photonic phase capacitor.
But will it damage the ship?
Probably not.
You really go bananas for this stuff, don't you?
What the flark is a banana?
It's this yellow fruit on Earth that looks like a... Never mind. The point is, you're clearly obsessed with this stuff.
Hey, I ain't obsessed. Tech just makes sense, okay? There's order to it. Makes me feel calm. That and it doesn't rip you off like some filthy biologicals I've known.
You got grifted.
Laugh it up, Star Pants.
I mean, that's terrible. Who was it?
A chick.
Really? I didn't even know you liked girls.
She wasn't just any girl. She was a chick. One of them Voldi, bird people.
She sounds super special.
Her name was Tella, and she wasn't just special. She made me feel special, like I wasn't some freak show science experiment. She bought me a drink. She didn't even flinch at my implants. I just escaped Half-World, and I fell for her. Hard.
We've all been there, buddy. Half the girls I've dated have tried to kill me. You should see the scars.
Except I didn't know no better. I thought Tella was my friend. And then one day, she convinces me to hack a ship for her. You know, kid stuff. Wasn't even nothing in it for me, I just wanted to impress her.
Yep, definitely been there. Reminds me of this one time with Vrelnexian.
You mind? Anyways, I hacked the ship all right. I hacked it to Scut. The next thing I know, I'm surrounded by a bunch of Badoon thugs. Turns out they owned the ship. While they focused on me, she took off in the ship that I hacked for her. She left me there, Quill. Like I was trash. That's the day I learned to think twice before trusting biologicals. They're not all like Groot.
How are you not obsessed with tech? Look at this place. Your room is... Wow, I mean... Wow.
What's wrong with my room?
You don't even have a bed.
I got a bed.
It's buried under junk.
I prefer to call it a soft shelf.
I just don't know how any of this could make you feel calm. I feel stressed just looking at it, and that's coming from me. If Groot didn't do the laundry, I'd probably never have clean clothes.
Like I said, tech makes sense. Why do you care so much?
I don't know, because you're such a perfectionist.
I ain't a perfectionist. The lead scientist on Half-World, Rakmar, he was a perfectionist. A horrible, free-bagging, scut-ridden, flarkin' son of a chog!
What did he do to you?
Oh, what any self-disrespecting scientist does. Started a super soldier program. Except instead of using one of their precious blueskins, they decided to experiment on us.
Animals.
Lesser life forms. But it wasn't enough that he ripped us apart and jammed us full of cybernetic implants. Oh no. He'd make us perform tasks over and over and over.
Like lab rats.
And if we flarked up, if it wasn't exactly right or up to his flarkin' standards, he'd shock us into unconsciousness.
Holy crap. Rocket,
It is what it is, Quill. Groot says fixing stuff is my way to make the memory of that stressed feeling go away. Make me feel in control again when I get overwhelmed. I don't know. He's probably right.
Groot really is the first one to treat you right, isn't he?
He's my family.
You're lucky to have found each other. Especially after...
everything.
And then some. I hope you'll see us as family one day, too. Oh, why yes. I am the handsome leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Gamora, I was only looking...
Relax. I'm not gonna kill you. This time.
Okay, good.
I, actually... never got a chance to say thank you. For the doll.
Oh. No problem. I know how you like this kind of stuff.
It was very thoughtful. I can count on one hand the number of times someone has given me a present without expecting something in return.
Wow. Christmas gifts from Thanos must have really sucked.
That's putting it lightly. Thanos wasn't the giving type. Everything was a mind game designed to control us, gifts included. So thank yous aren't exactly my strong suit. Something Mantis says I need to work on.
How do you know Mantis? Did she give you one of her weirdo fortunes or something?
Not exactly. How do you know her?
I maybe tried to pick her up in a bar once.
And how'd that work out?
Good. Until she did the creepy antenna thing. I was half expecting her to start chanting, "Red rum, red rum."
Red what?
Doesn't matter. Point is, she's a wacko for sure. A really hot wacko. Who happens to be your friend?
Yeah, well, that wacko saved my life. A few years ago. Someone got the jump on me. An assassin. Nearly killed me. Mantis happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Seems to have a knack for that.
Yeah. Turns out I had no idea how badly I needed someone like her in my life. Up until then, I'd been so lonely. After the war, the resistance disbanded. Richard Ryder got busy with politics, and the WORLDMIND had no use for someone like me.
An assassin?
Something like that. Thanos trained me to be a weapon, not a peacekeeper. Once a weapon, always a weapon, you know?
Is that why Mantis mentioned suicidal urges? Because I get it. I've been there. I'm pretty sure we've all been there at some point.
Let's just say I'm not in that place anymore. Because of Mantis. She showed me another way. A place where maybe I can be needed.
What kind of gifts did Thanos give you? Weapons, poison, the metal wire thing you used to strangle people with?
He gave us dolls. Once. Stupid, ugly things from XANDAR.
Wow, okay. That's surprisingly girly.
What? I can't be feminine?
No, just... I was really sure it was gonna be a knife or something.
Like I said, Thanos liked mind games. It was unusual for him to be kind. We didn't even have a bedroom, yet here were these dolls. Purposeless. And they were ours.
Do you still have it? Like, is it in your collection?
No. I lost the one Thanos gave me when I was 6. She was the ugliest doll I'd ever seen. I cried so hard when I lost her. Nebula hurt me. She loved her doll, and I knew she wanted another one. So when she came in to check, we started to fight.
Bet Thanos loved that.
He found us fighting, saw my tears, and laughed. Turns out, the dolls were a lesson on the importance of not getting attached. To help us understand that, he took Nebula's doll and threw it into the incinerator.
That's... I can't imagine.
Nebula didn't understand why he did it, only that I was somehow responsible. I started collecting these a few years ago. After Nebula. After I knew I'd never see her again. It's dumb, but I guess I'd do it for her.
Wow. I'm glad I bought this for you. And I can promise that there are 0 strings attached to anything I give you. You're an important part of this team, Gamora.
Thanks, Peter. Truly.
Hey, Drax. You okay?
Quill and I don't need to make up. Maybe when Quill makes the right call and flies us far, far away from the church, I'll consider us formally even.
I feel like I've seen this before. Did Groot pick it up in Nowhere? So swirly. Is that even a plant? Wonder where Groot picked up that one.
Hey, Groot! Remember Hark Taffod's security system from last time? Won't look like nothing compared to our new weapons array. No, it won't drop bad guys into a bunker. Where are we supposed to put a bunker in space?
Hey, GAMORA.
Go away, Peter.
Come on. Just thought I'd check in. That was some pretty heavy stuff you said earlier. Wanna talk about it?
I don't need a pep talk.
Okay. All right. No talking. Let's sing it out.
What?
Oh, oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? You feel the beat, call your name. Come on, I know you know this one. I hold you close in victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged in the call of the wild. Come on, sing it!
Shooting at the walls of...
Shooting at the walls of heartache.
Bang, bang!
I am the warrior. Well, I am the warrior. And heart to heart, you win. See? Just singing.
All right, I like that one. Gets me every time. What did you want to talk about?
Want to talk about the guy whose arm you just ripped off?
There's nothing to talk about.
You chopped his arm off.
And that's all I did. He's still out there with Nikki manipulating her with his slick lies and flarked up promises. Making everybody think... we can't bring them back.
Who did you see? In your promise? Got a feeling it wasn't Thanos.
No one. Nothing. It was just a lie. Which is why we need to stop it.
Right. I'm working on that. Just... try not to slash the cargo bay in half.
Watch it, Peter! You could fall on my sword if you're not careful.
What you working on, Rocket?
Just a little upgrade for the Milano's weapon systems. I told you I'd put that quarantine zone tech to good use if you hit it from Nova Corps.
Cool. How soon can we try it out?
Depends on how long you're gonna stand there bothering me. You want something?
Could you
I hope
upgrade
you
some
ain't
stuff?
just browsing. If I had a unit for every minute of my time you waste with your flarkin' ideas.
One whole arm. That's what? 10% of Raker down?
And I say we leave the other 90% alone. Can't say I ain't glad I get to dissect this little marvel, but that's as close as I'm getting to this flarkin' cult ever again.
Drax? You want some chicken soup? Always helps when I'm down. I know you're in there. Just tell me you're okay.
I am fine. Leave me be.
Hey there. Come on, dude. Drax!
Go away!
Hey, dude. How are you feeling?
Busy.
It's okay. It's just the two of us in here. We all saw a pretty messed up scut in that promise thing.
I'm fine, Quill. There ain't nothing some Kree kid can promise that won't make my skin crawl.
Okay. But what did you see?
Doesn't matter. I knew it was fake soon as she got into my head.
How about you, bud? You doing okay? Are you sure? We saw some pretty messed up stuff in there.
I am
Yeah. Maybe I'm not the best person to discuss it with you. You and Rocket should definitely talk about it, though. I'm glad you guys are there for each other. Take care, buddy.
I am Groot.
Anything yet?
Guardian of Galaxies.
Cosmo, buddy. Where have you been? We've been calling you.
Sorry, Piotr Quill. Cosmo's ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
What? Are you okay?
Is fine for a moment. Cosmo receive warning in time. But Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Нет. This problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to XANDAR and ask WORLDMIND for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually...
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
I am Groot.
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defiled Lady Hellbender's honor.
Oh, good.
And who the flark are you?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He surrounded us.
Listen, I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. You will not elude me. That I can assure you.
I just need a few minutes. Stall him, Quill.
Why? Where are you going?
Did you? You and me? What?
So, Lethal Legion. Cool merc name. I used to run with the Ravagers myself.
We are far superior to you and your Ravagers, Terran scum. The Lethal Legion is composed of the best warriors the universe has ever seen. And me.
Hey, look. I get it. You're the best of the best. You're the captain of a super elite team. I'm the captain of a... elite team.
Some of us are super elite.
You are nothing like me. I am Glavi of the Kree Empire. My birthright alone supersedes any sense of worth you foolishly believe you possess.
Spoken like a true Kree.
More like an arrogant a-hole.
Enough! I will not be disrespected. You will be eliminated.
Give it your best shot, Helmet Head. The Milano's gonna blow you out of the sky.
Your ship doesn't have that kind of firepower.
Scan again.
Impossible.
Just a little something we picked up in the quarantine zone.
Looks like you underestimated us.
We'll see. Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
Groot, find us a channel with less butthole content.
The Flarkers are forcing it open somehow.
Feel free to panic. Your dying cries will be recorded as proof of your demise.
These guys have really bad timing.
Another problem for our pile of problems.
These ships ain't dying fast enough.
That's a fixable problem.
Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
I ain't paying that psycho a single unit.
Please try to flee. I would love to hunt you down.
Private Morning Glory's running his mouth again.
Drop out and get a better angle if it gets too hot.
Or feel free to point the guns right at him and charge.
Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys?
Doesn't matter. She wasted her money.
Where's Drax the Destroyer? My bounty's for 5 of you.
Drax can't come to the phone right now.
Only one lethal main brain left.
One is all we need.
That don't even make sense. We just wasted a ton of you.
I am Groot.
Hang in there, bud. They ain't killed us yet.
Woo! Who's the inferior life form now, huh?
Still you.
Peter, I'm picking up something.
What?
It appears I'll have to finish this myself. So you defeated my fighters, but my cruiser will crush you.
I am Groot.
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about?
What do you mean?
Nothing. It's... well, I'm sure it's very comfortable.
I will not be mocked.
Then do something about it.
Feel bad, Guardians.
Nope, not a thing.
The Milano definitely felt it. That did some real damage. Keep hitting his exhaust ports.
Your strategy will work.
Thanks. You just confirmed that it will.
Lady Skullsuit has the worst flarkin' timing.
Is she here?
Morons. Protector points.
This guy's starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill.
Starting to feel like he pissed off the whole galaxy.
Keep up the barrage. They will not survive it.
He is really pissing me off.
If you get us killed, Quill, I'm gonna kill you!
You okay in there, Cap?
Stay still and I'll show you.
Doing us up, Quill. That was a bad hit.
I am Clary, warrior of...
Take that, Lady Skull Scut!
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it! Yeah, old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
I ain't letting no buckethead near my...
Wow, talk about cosmic gridlock.
I haven't seen this many ships around Xandar since the start of the Galactic War.
Open a channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
Have to leave. Power supplies are low. Need access to facilities.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
I don't see any rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the WorldMind. Groot.
Welcome to Nova Corps headquarters. Please state your preferred language of communication.
I know, bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpant's mistakes.
How may we assist you?
Your crippling indecision vexes me, Peter Quill.
We should report what Raker is up to.
Think the Flarkin WorldMind doesn't already know?
Maybe not everything.
Oh, Flark you!
We are aware of the current threat, but can devote no resources toward fighting it.
Just pick something, Peter.
After scanning your ship, our near-perfect algorithms pre-selected several officer choices.
Nova's profiling us? That ain't okay.
Centurion KO-REL's personal communicator has either been destroyed or disabled and could not be reached.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry, Quill.
Me too.
Groot wants you to pick WorldMind.
Cadet Nicolette Gold's communication privileges are suspended while we investigate her involvement in unsanctioned cult activity.
You should force your spawn to answer us.
I can't do that. She's independent.
Scroll down!
The allocation of resources for direct communication with us has been denied. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, it was worth a shot. Let's try something else.
Congratulations on your decision to join the Corps. To begin, state your full name, designation, or serial number.
Richard Ryder.
Star-Lord.
Quill's mom!
This strategy is futile.
Oh, come on, muscle brain. It might work.
Really?
Please state your
You have
celestial
to?
body or artificial installation of origin.
Someplace.
Earth.
I continue to doubt this strategy.
Sheesh. Yeah, maybe it won't work.
Not
but look
today.
at this scut. It's hilarious.
Finally, in a
Please
few
stop
words,
that.
describe what made you want to join Nova Corps.
Because
I
I'm a
want to
sucker.
enforce justice.
Looks like the best AI in the world couldn't parse that. Good job, boys.
Nope.
so that was fun, but a complete waste of time. Any other ideas?
Hey, Woolberry, got any ideas?
How about future crime?
Great idea.
Thank you for being proactive.
However, the galaxy's impending doom makes
All future crimes irrelevant.
This menu again? Peter.
We should tell them about the promise.
Right.
Connecting to banking services. Connecting to banking services.
I can't believe that worked.
Gardeners of the Galaxy.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, WorldMind, long time no see. It's me, Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Check the addendum.
We need your help.
To pay a fine.
No, of course not. You need to save the
The
galaxy.
galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise
Is sweeping its systems, converting all who encounter
counter it. In less than 3 cycles,
it has spread from the crew of a single star
frigate to multiple outposts.
worlds and systems.
Praxius 9, Rigel 3.
75.222%
2% of the Andromeda Galaxy.
all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The WorldMind is a collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop it.
How can we be more clear?
The Universal Church of Truth
Cannot be stopped.
Told ya. They're a collective.
It is a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me in it.
It can be stopped. Maybe not by us, but you're a war hero. You defeated the Shatari 12 years ago.
The Resistance and its allies defeated
the Shatari, not us alone, and not before
the Shatari had destroyed our home.
homeworld and decimated our people.
Yeah, I don't like it either, bud. Should've run when we had the chance.
We have already processed
472,865
12,465 combat scenarios.
The current probability of defeating the
Universal Church of Truth is
0.3%.
That is a big number.
Is that bad? It sounds bad.
It is. Now, if you will excuse us.
The Universal Church of Truth's forces
Draw closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the preservation
of Xandarian culture. All else is
secondary.
Ain't you seen what your planet looks like? Xandarian culture is a lost cause.
Culture is more than a location.
But you're Nova Corps' leader. You have a duty to protect this galaxy.
That is incorrect.
You ain't the leader of the Bucketheads?
We
do not have a duty to protect this galaxy.
We merely police it to get
Advance knowledge of potential threats.
Serve and protect only yourselves.
A logical byproduct of our primary
directive.
You have officers all over the galaxy laying down their lives for you. And you won't even risk fighting? For their sake?
The risk is too great.
It would be a pointless sacrifice.
For unknown reasons, the
Church is stockpiling resources.
Its influence has grown beyond all probabilistic
models.
Then update your models.
We
can adjust our computations to the
enemy's nonsensical power source.
You mean faith energy?
Faith, as an energy source,
is illogical. We are unable to
compute scenarios to fight that which should not
exist.
So you're just gonna let the church win?
If the power source cannot be quantified,
it cannot be countered.
Most sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
That is why they fail.
Ha!
Don't you control the Nova Force? The magical energy that powers Nova Corps?
It is not
magical. But yes.
Then how do you explain that one? Because to an outsider, it doesn't seem logical at all.
Thanos used to say it was generated by the living computers of Xandar.
The living computers of Xandar
are the Nova Force. It exists because we exist.
And we exist, therefore it does.
Sounds like you're able to harness your collective energy just like Raker with other people's faith. Maybe the way you do it can tell you how the church does.
Perhaps. We recognize that you are displeased with our
Decision
decision.
to leave. However, your
Your emotional state is not our primary
concern.
We did not make this decision without considering
All available options. A complete
search of our databanks only revealed
a single entity with the potential
to stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who,
Aaron Warlock, the Church's original Golden God.
Unfortunately, he perished.
In the last year of the Galactic War.
Great. So no one?
We are pleased you reached the same conclusion.
We did.
It appears that our travel preparations
Are almost complete. Farewell, Guardians.
of the Galaxy.
No, wait!
Classic Nova Corps. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me? Groot says the Flarkin helpline's still asking for fine money.
Yeah. Let's get this over with. Confirm payment. Oh, come on, really?
I knew it! I knew you spent Lady Hellbender's money in nowhere.
You saw me?
You were there?
I was watching your back.
Great. All the way to Seknarf and back, and nothing to show for it.
I'm sorry, alright?
Peter, we've got movement.
They're taking off. Quill? Quill?
I see it!
Son of a schmack!
You're accepting the promise.
We gotta jump, Quill.
I know!
Matriarch's promise is becoming real.
Peter?
Gotta get clear first.
Come on.
And go!
Scott!
Whoa!
What the flark did you do?
I don't know.
Why have we stopped?
The Loser Legion must have hit something when they ambushed us.
Guys,
It's only a matter of time before the galaxy accepts the promise.
Sacrosanct is back there. We can't just sit here.
guys!
And how are we gonna do that? We're dead in the Flarkin water!
And if they find us,
must
we're
be
screwed.
freely accepted.
Oh, yeah, and without an engine, we're screwed anyway!
Guys! Enough! Just stop already! I can't hear myself think! Rocket, fix the engines.
How am I supposed to do that? I can't even run a diagnostic.
I don't care! Just fix it!
Scoff.
And what are we supposed to do?
I don't know, okay? I can't just conjure up answers every 2 seconds.
Fine.
Don't. I just can't do this right now. I need some rest. Screw Nova Corps. Shouldn't have counted on them in the first place. Drax,
I do not wish to talk.
Fair enough. We're all pretty spent, just try to get some rest if you can.
Look, it's our great leader.
Hey.
Here to yell at me some more?
What? No.
I really don't feel like small talk.
You forgot your toast. What am I doing? Everyone on this ship's been using this. Not today, brain parasites.
It's okay. That was normal. Nobody panic! Whew, that was close.
Hey. How's it looking?
How does it look like it's looking?
Well,
Tension circuit melted through the stem bolts, reverse ratcheting routing planers out of alignment, can't even see the Flarkin sensor node behind the flux capacitor.
Wait. Flux capacitors are real?
What? No, I mean flow capacitor. Words get a little messed up when I'm tired.
Really? How did you... Come on, girl. Shoot, shoot. Screw it. And the bed smells. Great.
We have a ship. This is our room? Why is it so small? Look at you. Me.
Oh.
Weird hair.
What? What is this? How are you... me?
Come on. The talking raccoon's waiting for you. Everybody is.
Rocket, yeah, he was fixing that thing that broke.
Hey, if we're some kind of big space hero now, why are we running from the bad guys?
It's complicated.
No, it's not. Stop running. And we've landed.
Groot wanted to let you sleep. Can you believe it?
How long was I out?
Long enough to fly us all the way to the quarantine zone.
Wait, how do we fly out here?
Quill, do you want to fix your ship or not?
My ship!
Yes, your ship. Come on, the others are outside.
Is everyone outside already?
Yep, waiting for us. There, let's go.
Look who stumbled out of bed.
The rodent made decisions in your sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Took you long enough.
What? Nikki? You're not supposed to be here.
You promised you would get me out of here.
I know, but... Nikki! Guys, don't let it get to you!
Won't have to tell me twice! Brute! Faster! Nobody hurts my friend!
It's too fast, Peter!
We cannot outrun the beast, Peter Quill!
Keep going, Drax!
Honor my death!
Drax! Anybody? No! This is all wrong!
We can't keep running away from our problems. We have to face our fears. Take responsibility.
Guys! I'm sorry! I don't know what to do!
Yes, you do! You do! What are you doing? Heroes don't run.
None of this makes any sense! It's my fault, isn't it? All of it!
You're supposed to be a hero.
Leave me alone! Why are you chasing me?
What are you doing? Heroes don't run.
None of this makes any sense! No! This is all wrong! Leave me alone! Take that, you ugly monster thing!
Peter Quill! Peter Quill!
Peter Quill. Peter Quill, wake up.
Drax. We talked about this, man. You gotta stop.
Your illegitimate child was correct, Peter Quill. Hovat and Chimeria will be restored.
Yeah, okay.
We just need to have faith.
Drax, you're kind of freaking me out, man.
I had to share the good news, Peter Quill. You have lost your family. Your mother, the Kree woman. You understand the pain that comes from loss.
Drax.
But with faith, with the Matriarch's promise, our families can be restored.
Drax, I don't...
You have accepted her promise, have you not, Peter Quill?
Not exactly. But not because I don't want to. It's just... I have questions.
I understand. The Matriarch's promise is overwhelming.
Overwhelming is a word for it.
It also took me time to see the miracle of her promise.
Yes, time. I just need time.
I will give you time, Peter Quill. However, I am less certain of the others. The wooden one may come around, but I suspect the assassin and the rodent will resist. This makes them a dangerous element to our cause. I must eliminate them.
Wait!
Why?
Because they're our family, man. Just give them a chance. It's a lot to process.
You truly believe they will accept her promise?
I know it. Take GAMORA. Her dad was Thanos. There's gonna be some stuff to work through before she can accept it. And Rocket. Where to start? He's literally a walking science experiment. What Nikki, the matriarch, is offering, it's all new territory for him.
And the wooden one?
You said it yourself. He'll come around. I mean, it's Groot, man. He's our rock.
Very well, Peter Quill.
Good, good. That's great. I'll let the others know.
No, I will fetch her and bring her to you.
How? She's like a million light years away.
We have already landed on our planet. Think well, Peter Quill. When I return, she will demand your answer.
Hey! Drax! We can talk about this! Great.
Yo, Quill, you there? Please tell me you're not dead. Quill?
Oh, I'm here, Rocket!
Oh, thank Flark.
Peter? Rocket? Why is my door locked from the outside?
Yeah, Drax may have kind of joined the church.
Seriously?
I know, it's super messed up, Drax. Drax is kind of messed up. He also may have landed us on Sacrosanct to find the matriarch. But don't worry.
Don't worry?
Yeah, you know, be happy.
I might be able to activate the Milano self-destruct sequence.
That's your plan?
What, you got a better one?
A little hard to concentrate with Peter singing.
I'm thinking.
Think somewhere else. Stop singing!
For your information, the LLAMA thing finds my voice delightful.
Her name's Cammy.
That's it. We're locked in, but she's not.
So, she's an idiot.
Doesn't mean she can't help us. Can you transfer ship schematics to my tablet? Maybe get me a camera feed.
Yeah, okay. Why?
I want to check where Cammy is.
Done. Go ahead and grab it.
Okay, I see her. Gamora, sing something, anything.
Why?
Just do it!
This is me singing a song. I hope you like it because I don't.
Wow, she hates your voice.
Fuck you!
It's good. She responds to singing. Maybe if we direct her to that panel near the cockpit.
The emergency door controls.
Yes! Just keep singing. I'll use the PA and try to lure her to chew the lock override. She chews everything.
Peter, do I really have to do this? I mean... Blah, 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 blah. La, la.
Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. I think it's working.
Be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Where? Locked in my...
Everybody down, don't worry. Okay, come on, girl. Give it a little nibble.
Do what you do best, you toothy bastard.
Guys! I think she's doing it! I can't believe it worked.
We're not on the Sacrosanct. We're on a planet.
Well, that's a flarkin' relief.
Let's get the scud out of here before Drax comes back with his new best friend, the Kratakan Matriarch.
Rocket, stop! We can't just abandon Drax.
Is he even still Drax? I mean, he's been converted.
I know. It's just we need to find him and pull him back from the dark side.
You're talking about kidnapping Drax the Destroyer.
Emphasis on destroyer.
And we've come too far, seen too much awful stuff to abandon one of our friends. Drax is still our friend.
That ain't our friend no more.
Don't make me pull rank on this, man.
Are you pointing your frickin' guns at me?
No, not yet. I just need you to understand how serious this is. We're not leaving.
Well, Flark, Quill. It's about Kratakan time you showed some Nords. Fine. I'm in.
Any other objections?
Nope. I'm good.
I am Groot.
Good. Then let's go find our friend.
Oh, and how do you suppose we convince Drax to come back? Not sure we can get anything through that thick skull of his.
Drax consistently believes and trusts everything he hears.
Okay, fair. You got a point.
I am Groot.
Wait, does Groot speak llama?
Nah, they're just being cute.
Just want to make sure you're up for this.
Don't matter, Quill. I'll try anyways.
If everything goes right, we'll be back in no time.
And if it goes wrong, well, somebody's got to extract your butt out of there.
Ready to go out there and get Drax back?
Ready? No, but the longer we wait, the further he'll drift away.
So, how about now? Ready now?
Peter, it's gonna take more than 50 ticks to think of a plan.
I know you're ready.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
Groot says let's go get him.
Okay, here we go.
Not this place.
You know where we are?
In a Flarkin lagoon? How many times I gotta tell you people, I don't like water!
Hey, I didn't land here, okay? Drax did.
This stuff is gross! Are you kidding me? Wet fur's the worst!
Rocket! You alright?
That's it! I hate water! I hate being wet! And I hate not getting paid!
We're not here to get paid. We're here to save Drax.
Would you quit splashing around already?
Okay. Just getting a lay of the land.
It ain't land, Quill. It's the whole problem.
Guys, this is Lamentis, home of the priests of Pama.
More religious nut jobs. Great.
They aren't nuts. They're pacifist exiles.
Pacifists. That's even worse.
I am Groot.
You saw them on Nowhere? That's the last place I'd expect to see a priest.
Exiles from where?
Hala. They escaped Kree persecution revolutions ago. Now they offer sanctuary and protection to those in need.
And you were here before?
I spent some time here to heal after... Never mind. It's not relevant right now. If Drax thinks this is the Matriarch's planet, something's off.
you mean the plants here are strange?
The village is this way.
It's so vast and beautiful.
And wet. Tell me we ain't crossing above an ocean?
Only part of an ocean. Don't fall, you won't get wet.
Quit worrying, Rocket. Anything happens, GAMORA will jump in after you.
I will?
She will?
Yes, because we're a team. And GAMORA's the most sprightly.
Think I'd rather drown.
We should sync on our plan for when we find Drax.
Shoot first, plan later.
We're not shooting Drax.
But you were willing to shoot Rocket?
Yeah, what does Scott Quill?
Drax is the one in need right now, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to help him. We all are.
You know, for someone who's been here before, you ain't saying a whole lot.
Where is she? Where is the matriarch?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Put him down!
Drax! Buddy, just calm down!
No, she called me here to mend what I have lost.
Rocket, a little help here?
Hi, guys.
Yes!
Mantis?
How did you...
What? Oh, that? Lysa once taught me the art of striking one spot and many times. There's an Omphad who teaches me later. Don't worry, Green Meanie's fine. Fine-ish.
What are we doing here, Mantis?
I told him to come, on nowhere. I saw time inside his mind. The lies that bind. I mean, what's a girl to do? Whisper a course correct, obviously. Shh. It's okay. Stay with me. Quiet in the dark.
Another one of your girlfriends, Quill?
Oh, no. Not in this time. Come on. The creepy cave's this way.
The what now?
The creepy cave, where the darkest of our future paths will meet. Dark as in unknown, not as in bad. I mean, it might be bad, but no way can it be worse than the futures I did see, because those were definitely bad, very bad. You don't want to know how bad.
Can someone please translate her?
I am Groot.
The point is, or was, or... Which parts of the point have I made already?
The creepy cave.
Yes, that's right. Big, strong heart carries so much sorrow inside. In all futures, he's the one who turns. And in some, we save him. Here. And here we are, where the Kotati take fruit.
So, just to be clear, there's a timeline where me and you...
Peter, focus.
Right. What's a Kotati?
Plant people, like Groot, but, lame.
The Kotati are a highly evolved, highly sacred race of pacifist beings who grace us with their meditative powers. They also guard the secrets of the ancient cave.
Can they temporarily unguard it?
Oh no, they take this duty quite seriously. Our only hope of entering is to appeal to their infinite wisdom.